Well, it's like day 17 or so of the daily uploads where I talk about a bunch of stupid YouTubers doing stupid things, and somehow I still have my sanity. I think the beginning of this video is going to be quite nice to look at when we get to like day 25 and I have went fully insane, so please enjoy this while it lasts. But yeah, either way, ladies and gentlemen, today's video is where we take a bunch of topics and we put them all into one video. It's just an easier way for me to blitz through these topics without losing complete brain cells. But before we do get into all of that, I do just want to ask you for a quick little favor. You already know we're trying to reach 350,000 subscribers here on this channel, and we're getting there ever so slowly, you know, like it's kind of starting to speed up a little bit, so thank you very much for that. But if you haven't already, if you could maybe just like scroll down and check the subscribe button, and if it's not clicked, maybe click it, that would make my year. But anyway, let's actually get into the topics, okay? For the first one, we've got Logan Paul and his ex-girlfriend's dad. So it's gonna be one of them videos, as you can see, because Logan Paul was actually with a girl called Josie Canseco, and they just recently broke up as of like 2 weeks ago. And Josie's dad is called Jose Canseco, who was like a baseball player in America. I mean, I know absolutely nothing about baseball, but I imagine he's like a well-known baseball player. And weirdly, Jose Canseco, Logan Paul's ex-girlfriend's dad, tweeted this out yesterday. "I will fight any one of the Logan brothers. They have enough for anyone with any type of talent, yet or fighting skills." Now, first thing I spotted off that was any one of the Logan brothers. You know, the well-known Logan brothers, Logan and Jake Logan. We all know them. I just love to think of his daughter Josie just looking at this and being like, "Oh, Dad, come on, what the fuck are you doing? Why are you offering to fight Logan Paul on Twitter, for fuck's sake? You're past this, surely." He's 56 years old as well. That would be a 56-year-old man fighting like, what, a 24-year-old man? Yeah, I don't particularly want to watch that, if I'm honest. But then Logan Paul responded, okay? And can I just say, this might be the most disrespectful response he could have ever thought of, okay? He's gonna get himself in a fight either way from this. "No problem, I love smashing Cansecos," is, what he said to his ex-girlfriend's dad. Jesus fucking Christ. So basically what we're saying here is that Logan Paul clearly has a fucking death wish. Then after this tweet, Jose Canseco actually went on a bit of a Twitter rampage here. "Okay, since you like smashing Canseco, Logan, get a hold of my agent, Mike McGuire. Let's get this done. Logan Paul, our fight will definitely be way more entertaining than the Tyson fight, because at least we know one of us is going to get knocked out. And by the way, no headgear needed for this fight. I have a hard head." Nice to know, mate. "By the way, Logan, I'm a huge fan of Floyd Mayweather. Maybe if you take this fight, I'll have him train me, then you'll really be in trouble." So something is telling me that Jose Canseco really wants this fight, clearly. Like, for some reason, I say it all the time, okay, but it's 100% true. The LA YouTube scene, or just the LA scene in general, is so fucking weird. Like, where else would this be normal, okay? Can you, like, imagine, like, a bloke from, like, Cornwall or something who wants to, like, fight his ex-girlfriend's dad on, like, the undercard of a boxing event on TV? It would just be weird, and no one would take it seriously, but for some reason, because this is LA, because of the fucking Paul brothers and everything is so bizarre, you kind of sit and watch this and be like, it could happen. Now, if I'm honest, the last thing I want to see is a 24-year-old man who's in, like, his physical prime, if you will, just beat up, like, an older guy. So I kind of hope it doesn't happen. It'd be an embarrassment for anyone who actually promoted this, I guess. But yeah, I just can't help but think about Josie in this whole situation, just looking at this and being like, what the fuck is going on? Please take me away from this. But one little question it actually does bring up is the fact that Logan Paul's ex-girlfriend's dad is calling him out. Probably makes it quite clear that Logan and Josie didn't exactly have the best breakup, which is actually quite sad because I actually kind of liked them together. I thought they seemed quite nice for each other in like the videos and whatnot, but it goes to show you that the videos don't really show the whole picture quite clearly, and something has clearly went wrong to the point where Josie's dad wants to fucking kill Logan Paul. So I have no idea at this point. Maybe it'll come out in the future. I mean, after the disrespect Logan showed in that tweet, it wouldn't surprise me if Josie came out with like a reason why this is all happening. But yeah, it didn't just seem to be Logan out of the Logan brothers who decided to butt in here. Clearly Jake Logan butted in as well, with him basically saying old people should stay off social media. Hey, isn't that ironic? Well, that's fucking burst my eardrum.
Good morning, family. Good morning, Pamsters. How'd you like that? I was surprised that Jake did that.
No, I didn't fucking like that, to be honest, Pam. You fucking ruptured my ear. Maybe that's why Jake said old people should stay off social media, because quite clearly you don't know what fucking decibels are when it comes to editing videos. But whilst we actually are on the topic of Jake Paul, after Jake Paul's fight the other day where he knocked out Nate Robinson, he had a big old celebration afterwards, which has actually resulted in Jake Paul and a lot of people at the party getting in heaps of trouble. A bunch of people there. There was Logan Paul, Jake Paul, Tana Mongeau, who was posting it all over social media, like really proud of the fact that she was at a party, which was just so bizarre. I mean, here's an article from TMZ here saying COVID was absolutely the last thing on anyone's mind as hundreds of people partied their hearts out, which is a slap in the face to the Calabasas community, according to Mayor Alicia Weintraub. I've definitely pronounced that wrong, haven't I? I just can't say names. Ironically, it's actually because of Jake and other influencers and celebs in the area that Calabasas adopted new COVID restrictions this past summer pertaining to parties like this, including a $100 fine for folks not wearing masks in public. I'm not exactly sure what Calabasas is doing in terms of people having parties. I don't know if they're still doing the whole thing where they're turning people's power off or whatever. But one thing I can say is that if they're still doing these $100 fines, I'm pretty sure Jake Paul's gonna be having a lot more parties. I mean, you can see on the screen right now how many people were there, okay? And in my personal opinion, I don't really think that is socially distant. But what do I know, eh? What the fuck do I know? I'm just a stupid little boy who reacts to videos. I mean, you had Tana Mongeau posting stories like this, clearly at the party, enjoying herself, if you will, just kind of showing how good the night was and everything, and even had captions like this. These videos all have me so emo. The smiles on everyone's faces after putting our souls into the night for a year. It's so pure. Everyone has truly become a family over the years, and there wasn't a new friend in the building. Everyone was legit just screaming, hugging, crying, counting our checks. LMAO! Shout out to Jake for knowing he wouldn't let a single one of us down. Now, the reason why I also find this really funny, because if you remember literally like 2 months ago, Tana Mongeau released an apology video in which he said plenty of things. One of the lines went a little bit like this.
Makes me sick. I am so sorry for thinking for so long that I never had to be a role model. I promise you for the entirety of my career, I will take that into account with every single piece of content I choose to further make. I want to make a difference in a way that is positive and impactful, not performative and disruptive.
Thank you, Tana. Well, you've just done that, haven't you? You've become a perfect role model in my eyes. You know, it's almost as if, and stay with me here, okay? I could be wrong. It's almost as if she didn't mean what she said in this apology, but what do I know? I think it's just another clear example of how fake these apology videos can be, and I think this was like the prime example. I genuinely think this might have been the worst one I've ever seen on YouTube, because it was the most unauthentic. You have people who make apology videos that have been awful in the past, but you can somewhat believe them. You can somewhat believe that they do feel bad for what they've done. But this one, on the other hand, she just uploaded it and then just went back to what she was doing before. Didn't change a single thing. And I think that's even more embarrassing on her part. Like, if she was really unapologetic about it and just didn't give a shit and went on her way and she was like, fuck you all, you'd be like, yeah, you're a dick, okay, but I guess at least you're an honest dick. But the fact that she actually goes out and does all this shit, and then as soon as she gets a tiny bit of backlash, she just shits herself. She's like, oh, no, what do I have to do? Okay, apology video, please, someone script it, because I can't write words. That, in a way, is almost more embarrassing, isn't it? It is, isn't it? It's a bit pathetic, really. But yeah, anyway, I want to know your opinions on all of the Logan brothers, the Tana Paul, if that she even goes by the name anymore. I don't know what's going on in their life. All the pricks, you know? Let me know all your opinions. And in other news, slightly fucked, rest in peace Trisha was trending the other day on Twitter, and I just want to clarify straight away, Trisha's obviously not dead. I mean, she even tweeted out pretty quickly being like, oh shit, Twitter thought I was dead, yikes, I'm alive. Which in a way, right, it's kind of good that she did clarify that, because I know a lot of celebrities where there've been these big hoaxes, or not even celebrities, just mainly YouTubers, where it's been like, rest in peace so-and-so, or they just leave it as if like they really enjoy the attention, even though people literally think they're dead. So I'm kind of glad she did clarify straight away. But I looked on the hashtag, and I'm not gonna lie, they're fucking horrible. There's this one here saying the car after killing Trisha, and it says, wow, that was so powerful. There's this one here saying fly high angel, and obviously that's not Trisha Paytas. There was even people going out the way to claim that Trisha Paytas had DM'd them, saying it came to my attention that you've been tweeting rest in peace Trisha, I am not dead and this is very offensive, my lawyers will be contacted. Obviously she didn't do that. Well, I'm pretty sure she didn't go out of her way to fucking DM people this. But it's just so bizarre. I just don't understand Twitter sometimes, if I'm honest. But yeah, I thought I just shot that in there. I just saw it on Twitter and I was just a bit confused as to where the whole thing fucking spread from and how easily things are like that to spread. I mean, there was thousands of tweets saying it. And as much as there was people making like jokes and whatnot, there were people who were actually believing it, that they thought Trisha Paytas had actually died, which is a very strange rumor to try and start, I guess. But yeah, funny enough, Trisha Paytas isn't dead. In fact, she's actually still going to her YouTube channel and calling people out just as much as ever.
Well, I'm not gonna say names. Which influencer was only an influencer by her association with other popular influencers but literally not an influencer on her own. But she was friends with a huge influencer. So then she became an influencer.
Completely ignoring everything you've just said, Trisha. I just don't understand, right? There's one thing I don't understand on YouTube, and maybe I'm stupid for this, okay? But how do people watch mukbangs? I feel so uncomfortable when I watch them. I just don't get the idea of watching someone who's all like, oh yeah, there's this influencer who was only an influencer because she knows other influencers. Like, how is that enjoyable? But if you didn't know already, she's actually talking about Natalie Noel, or Noel? I don't know how to pronounce it. Yet again, I can't do names. But Natalie from the Vlog Squad, okay? David Dobrik's assistant slash best friend.
She doesn't put out any content. Not a YouTuber or anything, even though she appears in a lot of YouTube videos. Fat shamed me multiple times behind my back. Fat shamed other people multiple times to their back and to their face, including, but not limited to, friends, boys, and men in their friend group, making fun of their weight and the way they eat. And then all of a sudden, her cute little snacking caught up to her. And now she is exactly what she made fun of everyone else for, including me.
So there you have it, okay? Basically, Trisha Paytas is saying that Natalie used to fat shame Trisha and a bunch of people in the Vlog Squad. And now in Trisha's opinion, she's also been eating too much and she's what she used to just take a piss out of, which I don't agree. I don't think any of them are fucking fat, for fuck's sake. But as for the whole fat shaming thing, obviously no one really knows other than the two of them what's actually happened there. It is just going to be someone's word against someone's word, but if that is true and Natalie has been saying shit like that, obviously I don't think anyone would go out of the way to defend that here. But yeah, that's the problem with videos like this. I mean, it is someone's word against someone's word. Like, what are you supposed to believe? What conclusion is anyone supposed to get out of this? Especially when it's coming from Trisha, who's kind of known for lying in the past, you know? So then it does make you think, oh god, like, is she just lying again? Or is this the one time she's telling the truth? But one thing I will say is, though, there is actually a channel on YouTube that shows, like, the clips from the Views podcast, David Dobrik's podcast. And usually I just read the comments and stuff from the podcast and see what people are thinking about certain things. And a lot of people are actually starting to come to the conclusion that they kind of are starting to dislike Natalie a little bit. I think she basically said a few jokes about, like, Jason in a few podcasts and stuff, and people were starting to think that she was a little bit rude and a little bit entitled, you know? And now David Dobrik's got 3 assistants, I'm pretty sure. I think there's one called Taylor that a lot of people are starting to like a lot more than Natalie, as much as it's not really a competition, is it? But yeah, it does make me wonder also, like, did Trisha maybe see all that stuff and think, oh, this is my time to actually, like, say something about Natalie, or is it just coincidental? I don't know, okay? This is someone's word against someone's word. What the fuck do I know? But yeah, like always, I would love to hear your opinions on everything we spoke about in this video, specifically this bit right here also. I think it is very hard to kind of gauge your opinions on stuff that is someone's word against someone's word, but I would love to hear your opinions, okay? But yeah, I think that's where we're going to leave today's video. If you did enjoy it, please do leave a like down below, and more importantly, if you haven't already subscribed, please just do it, okay? I'm begging. Honestly, I'm really enjoying uploading these videos daily, and hopefully we're going to carry on up until the end of the year, like I said. So if you don't want to get notified when these videos come out, the best way to do that is not only subscribing, but also turning on the post notifications, okay? Because sometimes the sub box could be a bit fucked, okay? The best way to see when I've uploaded is turn on the post notifications. It works. I was going to say every time, but it doesn't, does it? It works most of the time, okay? I promise you. But yeah, apart from that, my social medias are linked down below. Instagram and Twitter, both at MARKIE. And I guess until tomorrow, I'll see you guys in a bit. Alright? Good.
Up and coming, MC, you will see it in my eyes. Every time I drop the mic, I swear I gotta hit